So I'm gonna do this in the simplest way, where I'm just gonna put them in the order that I got them and adopted them. So we're gonna start off with my oldest and yet smallest, Gigabyte. She's not happy. She doesn't want to be held. This is Gigabyte. She's not happy right now, unfortunately. So that lovely little blur that you just witnessed exit my arms was Gigabyte. She is a little over 2 years old. Her birthday is March 30th. She was born in 2019. Yeah, 2019. I can math. But quick little backstory on her. She was actually a rescue with a friend of mine at the time. So Gigabyte was actually the runt of the litter, and I took a liking to her immediately. My friend and I tried to do our best to make sure she would survive. We helped her a lot, tried to latch on to mama and get enough milk. We even got little baby bottles and stuff for her as kitten formula, and I immediately claimed her and started to bond with her from a very young age, and then I took her home when she was old enough. Oh, this is how you want it? Hi! That's all you're really gonna get of her. So the next one on the list that I got a couple months after finally taking Gigabyte home is Mochi, who is actually her half-sister. Here's Mochi. She's a lot bigger than Gigabyte, if you can't tell already. And she's currently purring right now because she actually likes to be held. But Mochi is a half-sister to Gigabyte. They share the same mom. She asked if I wanted another one, and I was there when they were born. I just didn't bond with any of them. I did end up picking one, and this was the one that came walking over to me when I saw them, and I said, yeah, I'll take this one. So the next ones up are actually a dynamic duo. They are a bonded sister pair that I adopted at the Pima Animal Care Center. They weren't even on the list of animals that I wanted to see that day. She said, I do have a bonded pair of kittens if you wouldn't mind seeing them. I was like, yeah, it wouldn't hurt to see them. And of course, me being me, I instantly fell in love with them. But we're gonna start with the first one that actually came up to me when I petted them, and that will be Sugar. They're a little chonky. They are the chonkiest of ones, but this is Sugar. She's very exposed because she's very white, but she's purring very loudly. I did not name them. This was their names when I adopted them. I think their birthday is March. I have the paperwork, I just don't remember the actual date. But they were 5 months old when I adopted them. They get along well and they're very friendly, but Mochi still doesn't kind of like them because of the fact that Mochi does think she is the queen of the house and will always. The only one she likes is her sister Gigabyte. But I will put some pictures of the kittens when I brought them home, and I will show a adorable picture I took of them recently that shows their bonded sisterhood. This is how they always fall asleep. I'm not even joking. Now the other one in those pictures is Honey, and that is a orange tabby cat. I've always loved orange tabbies and I've always wanted one. You can see her in the background right now. Robert just needs to catch her because she's chonky and very shy. The reason that Sugar was the first one I ever pet in the kennel was because she is kind of the explorer, where she will investigate a human and make sure they're safe, and once Sugar feels comfortable around them, that's when Honey will actually start to come out of her shell. And I feel very proud of the fact that I have helped Honey come out of her shell a lot more. This is Honey. She is a little baby. I do believe that Honey has some abandonment issues, and that's why she is very cautious around new people. And once she does bond with you and become attached to you, she will not leave you alone. And Robert can vouch for that whenever we're trying to sleep, because she always needs to cuddle with us or lay on top of us. That's pretty much it for all my cats. I would like to get more, but I know that Robert would kill me if I come home with 20 more cats. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I do want to put a quick little PSA out where I do believe in adopting and not shopping, as as tempting as it can be, and I do have 2 dogs from my parents, like with my family that I grew up with, who were shopped and they were just purebreds that we bought. I do believe in adopting because a lot of animals out there, especially a lot of shelters, they do unfortunately euthanize animals if they get a little too overcrowded, and I think that's just heartbreaking. Basically, none of them deserve to be put down just because they haven't been brought to a home yet. So please do your best to adopt an animal in need. It is the best thing, and it's the most amazing thing to see an animal become part of the family and just warm up to you and fall in love with their new home. Bye-bye!